Live. What's up, Facebook folks?
Parker Cypress to the west. Luke.
Now I'm going to go to Facebook. Man, it didn't really feel like a Labor Day weekend, did it?
No, it didn't at all.
Yeah. It's kind of how I feel too.
Living with these diseases. Get started at cctakesteps.org.
It's estimated that 9 out of 10 individual investors fight a losing battle.
Last week we needed new colors for rainfall levels, and this week will be for traffic. Yeah.
Yeah, traffic's insane.
Man, it's crazy. I'm leaving at 7:15 in the morning to get to the office by like 8:15.
Yeah, I left yesterday I left at 5:30, got here at 7. So today I left at 5 and got here at a little bit before 6.
Wow.
Attention business owners. We know that owning a business means getting things done right now. So if you're
all right, so let's see here. Got that.
Call the Right Now Company. General Steel. We can design a building for your business quickly and save you thousands of dollars. That's right, thousands. You may think General Steel only builds large projects or that you can't afford General Steel quality. Well, check these prices. How about a 40 by 60 foot building for under $22,000? Or even a 50 by 100 for under $35,000? That's right, a 5,000 square foot building for under $35,000. And these buildings all have General Steel quality. Best of all, you can still order a building and have it delivered in time to build this year. How's that for right now? So if your right now list includes a new building, call the Right Now Company. General Steel.
800-965-1293. 800-965-1293. 800-965-1293. That's 800-965-1293.
Did you know that the average yearly repair bill for a car 5 years or older
All right, 30
is more than
seconds.
$1,200?
Only 30. I'm not ready.
Repair coverage for your car just makes
Better
sense.
get ready.
Right.
It's not to overpay.
Ready or not,
Toco
here
Warranty,
it
you can get a
comes.
highly rated vehicle protection plan, usually for less than a tank of gas per month. And now we're offering a zero down payment program. To get a great car vehicle protection plan at a super low price, call Toco Warranty at 1-800-269-3100. That's 1-800-269-3100. Terms and conditions apply.
The following program does not necessarily represent the views or opinions of the staff, management, or ownership of this station.
It's time to get on the right path with Right Path Real Estate Radio with Tom Perry. Get the answer to your question.
We're going live in just a few minutes.
And succeeding today.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, we're all good. Yeah. Oh, man.
Get ready. The guy that will put your fears behind you is on the air now. Taking calls at 713-785-1817.
All right, Tom, hot mics.
Yeah. 4, 3.
3,
Uh-huh.
2,
Yep.
Here's your host, Tom Perry.
1.
Hey, welcome to the show. Right Path Real Estate Radio. 713-785-1817. That's 713-785-1817. I was talking to a friend just the other day, and they said, man, you're pretty funny. You need to have your own show. And I said, well, I do have my own show a couple of days a week. Apparently you haven't been listening to radio lately or watching me on the Book of Faces. So anyhow, I thought that was pretty funny. And so I was just chuckling about that. Hey, so real estate, you know, I know we have listeners all over the country. We have some brand new, our newest one-on-one students are from Seattle. So I'm looking forward to making a trip up to Seattle relatively soon to start helping them in their own market. We're going to get them onboarded, all of that. We're also have some brand new folks here in Houston that have just started in our one-on-one program, and which that's the only part of our business that we really can't scale because it takes Jason's our personal time, quite a bit of it actually, and because it starts out with like the very first session is 4 hours with both of us, and it's probably Jason for the full 4 hours, probably 90% of his time, and probably 70% of my time for the first 4 hours, and then. So we limit that how many people we have on a monthly basis, but we're excited about the new ones we have coming on board. And Jason's actually out in California today and tomorrow, actually through Sunday, with Colby. And because, you know, we see a lot of really exciting things happening right now in the world of real estate in Houston. There's going to be some incredible buying opportunities because there's a lot of properties that people are marginal in terms of their equity, and they're going to have a check that's going to come from insurance. And some people aren't actually, they don't even have an insurance, so they might just be walking away. And so the question is going to become, do the mortgage companies want to have all these properties in Houston that are in flood areas and liability and all that? So we see some opportunities there to be able to buy from institutions, from people that have walked away, or to be able to buy from people that have paid off properties that just want to move on. So we're in the process of putting together a fund, and we're also and so I can't make too many announcements about that, but we just feel like that for those of y'all that are not in the real estate marketplace right now, you might want to take a look at it. There's all different ways to get involved in real estate, and so one of the things that I like to talk about is what makes Right Path unique and different. And I think that one of the things is because Jason and I, when we got started in real estate, we've spent a couple of $100,000 in real estate education along the way, and I think it's number somewhere between 100 and 200,000 in real estate education through what he spent on himself personally, what we spent together, what I had spent, and that's not counting, his MBA or, my background in being a serial entrepreneur and taking a lot of business experience along the way. One thing that was fascinating is no one ever asked the question, where are you trying to get to? We actually had two of our newest one-on-one students came in on, I think it was Tuesday. Let's see. No, it was Monday. Yeah, it was Monday. And we met with them for 4 hours. And they sat down with us, and we said, hey, where are you trying to get to? Like, what's your goals? And one of the guys, they're business partners. They've formed an LLC together. They're going to be doing business together. They've known each other for a long time. And so it was pretty much, hey, what are you trying to accomplish? And they said, we want to flip 12 houses a year. And it's like, why? And it's one thing to have a goal of, like, hey, we want to do this. It's another thing to know the why behind what you're doing, because what we find oftentimes is people have this goal, well, I want to wholesale because I don't really have any money to flip. And so I want to wholesale some properties so I can get some money so I can flip, and I want to flip some properties so I can get to buy and hold, and, because they want the passive income, right? And we love buy and hold, and that's one way to do it. But, the marketplace is constantly changing. And what I'll tell you is when Jason and I first got started, about 4 years ago, the marketplace for financing wasn't the same then as it is now. And so what I can tell you is right now with the financing rules, and the other thing is not all financing is created equal. There's private money lenders, there's hard money lenders, there's mortgage people, and there's lots and lots of different mortgage people. And, like we had Jennifer Hernandez on yesterday, and she's one of the best in the marketplace. But there's some programs in the marketplace right now that, truly didn't exist for investors 4 years ago in terms of how they were underwritten or in terms of the qualifications, reserves and things like that. And what it took to qualify for those mortgages has changed dramatically. In business, there's always this pendulum that swings in the marketplace. And it used to be that we had, prior to 2010, really prior to Dodd-Frank rules coming into place, we got to a point in underwriting where mortgages were relatively easy, in terms of getting. So, and it got to the point where it was so easy to get the underwriting or get approved for a mortgage that people that really shouldn't have been approved got approved. Well, then we had the crash, right, in mortgages. And what happens when you have a crash is you get an overcorrection. And it got ultra conservative. So when Jason and I got started, it was so conservative in terms of buy and hold properties. You had to qualify. Your first 10, you'd have to qualify under Fannie Mae guidelines. Well, the problem with that is that it used to be that they only looked at what your personal residence and your personal financing was in terms of Fannie Mae guidelines. Well, they figured out that what people were doing is they'd get 10 properties under their name, 10 properties under their spouse name, and then they'd roll those properties into a portfolio loan. And then so they'd really have 20 properties, but then that freed up the slots. It was almost like they were slotted for Fannie Mae loans. Well, Fannie Mae figured out, hey, you're already on the hook for 20 properties. Those really count as slots. So the portfolio financing kind of changed quite a bit, and what ended up happening is that the pendulum had swung so far that it made it difficult for guys like Jason and I to be able to buy and hold properties. Well, all of that is changing right now. And so in the Houston marketplace, we feel like that it's a great opportunity for buying, the buy and hold properties. And we talk about everything that we do in our business. People say, well, hey, Tom, I want to learn what you know. I want to go down the path that you've gone down. I want to, there's a shorter way to get there, is what I'll tell you, is than the path that we've gone. And we've gone pretty fast, but if we had it to do over again, we'd go even faster. So what I'll tell you is, if you want to learn what it is that we do, the best way to do that is come to our weekend retreat. And, it's $297. You can register online. I think it's the best bang for the buck in terms of real estate education in the marketplace. And we teach you everything that we've done in order to get to where we've gotten. And it's 3 days. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And it's a steal of a deal. And if you want to find out more about that, all you need to do is go to rightpathrealestate.com, and you can register right there online. And but what I'll tell you is space is filling up. In fact, this will be the very first time that we've held the weekend retreat at our facility, and we're about ready to sell out. So we've got a couple of more slots available, and it's where we teach, how to run it like a business. We teach, how to estimate rehabs to get within 10%. That's one of the things a lot of people I feel like get stuck, is there's a couple of places where I feel like people get stuck in the real estate, business, and that's one is they don't know their real cost of running their business. I guarantee you a good restaurateur, and I want to give a shout out to Mr. Tillman Fertitta, bought the Houston Rockets yesterday for $2.2 billion. There's a great restaurateur and a great businessman. He obviously knows what his total costs are. If you don't understand all your costs in doing business, then you're not going to be in business very long. And so we talk about the different cost of, like, your closing costs when you're flipping a house, your closing cost, your holding cost, your construction cost, your profit as a cost. And in that, I know when we almost invariably have an accounting person or a CPA when we're doing our weekend retreat, and they kind of shrink a little bit when we start talking about profit as a cost. But you've got to budget in how much you're going to make. I guarantee you that when GE starts pricing what it is that they sell, they know how much margin, how much profit they want to make on everything that they manufacture, from refrigerators to ovens to jet engines. They know how much margin and how much profit they have to make on it. They expense that, and we teach that in our weekend retreat. How it is that you do that. So if you're following us on the Book of Faces, you have a question, you can like us on a Right Path Real Estate page, and then follow along. We've got the video going as well as the audio now. We had a little bit of issue yesterday with the brick link, but we've got all that fixed now, so hopefully we sound better. So if you want to ask a question about the whole experience in Houston, Texas, what's going on with the flooding and all that, more importantly, what you need to do is register for the event that's going to happen this Thursday, because we're going to have an all-star cast of experts. We're going to have Daryl Dyke with Noble Mortgage. Going to be talking about investor pricing, because, there's been some people said, hey, there's not going to be any investor deals, for the next, week to 10 days, things like that. We have 4 closings on Thursday. We've also got NextGen, Michelle Emler with NextGen Appraisals. We've got Jennifer Hernandez with Legacy Mutual Mortgage. We've got I don't know if it's going to be Hatham or Javar with Benchmark Insurance, but one of them, they're both experts when it comes to insuring properties. And then we're also going to have Elijah with Fast Track Remodeling talking about what do you need to do to fix properties correctly. So you're listening to Right Path Real Estate Radio. 713-785-1817 is our call-in number. RightPathRealEstate.com is our website. So, and feel free to join us on the Book of Faces. See you on the other side of the break.
Mike's off.
Have you ever experienced the pain of trying to get MLS comps for your hot lead? If you've lost deals waiting for MLS comps, you can understand the frustration. How much would it help you if you no longer had to wait for a real estate agent to get you the info you need to close a deal? Propelio is a brokerage website that gives you instant 24/7 access to high-equity lead lists and comps with access to a network of the top real estate agents. Get an edge on everyone else. Get a free 7-day trial today by going to getmlscomps.com now. That's getmlscomps.com.
Time is money in a real estate deal. If your insurance company is slow or non-responsive, you could lose a deal like that. You need a quick turnaround on quotes, binders, and the agency for that is Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas. The team at Benchmark understands the investor mindset. They know what you need and when you need it. It's there for you. Call Houston's leading real estate risk management experts. Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas. 281-569-4353. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com.
Are small returns getting in the way of your retirement plans? Why settle for mediocre results? There's a better place to invest. The experts agree. Single-family real estate is one of the best investments you can make. Find out how JB Fund Services offers a 9% preferred return and up to a 13% waterfall. Call us today at 281-915-0906 or visit our website, jbfundservices.com. That's 281-915-0906. This investment is offered to accredited investors.
You found or inherited a great investment property. Problem is, you don't know how much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to maximize your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly why we started Next Gen Appraisals. Next Gen is a group of appraisers specializing in investment real estate. We understand that investors aren't just looking for a number of what their property is worth, but a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give Next Gen a call at 713-346-9911 or check us out online at nextgenappraisals.com.
Investor loans offering up to 100% financing are still available. You just have to know where to look. Look no further than Noble Mortgage.
2 minutes.
Noble Mortgage is a full-service mortgage company that's been helping investors since 2003. Noble Mortgage offers up to 100% financing to investors that covers purchase, repairs, and closing costs. In addition to private money, Noble Mortgage offers conventional loans, FHA, and even no-income documentation loans for both residential and commercial properties. Call and ask about our 5-point guarantee, which includes free pre-qualifications within 2 business days. Call 713-680-8100
Daniel, all is well. I'm looking forward to seeing you in person on Thursday.
That's noblemoney.com. Our team has over 50 years experience in the mortgage industry. Call us today, 713-680-8100, or visit us on the web, noblemoney.com, noblemoney.com.
NMLS 292143, 8203 Willow Place Drive, Houston, Texas, 77070.
Are you looking for an investor-friendly general contractor for your investment property? Then call Fast Track Remodeling at 832-742-9992 or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in turnkey remodeling of single-family investment properties. Whether it's a flip rehab or a rental rehab, we manage every aspect of a rehab from start to finish with a highly efficient, standardized process.
Over the last 6 years, Fast Track has completed over 700 projects, which has helped us to create our 3 keys to success. Use a detailed scope of work so that everything gets done, train and maintain quality crews so it gets done right, and complete the work in a proper order so it gets done fast.
No more managing it yourself, no more doing the work yourself. Fast Track Remodeling really does manage it all.
So give us a call today at 832-742-9992. Again, that's 832-742-9992.
Right,
or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Here we go. What are we doing?
This is business.
We're about to play radio.
Oh.
Call Tom
All
at
right.
713-785-1817. And look for us on Facebook Live
All
at
right, hot mics in 5,
facebook.com/RightPath
4,
Real Estate.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, welcome back. Right Path Real Estate Radio. We put the, we try and get you on the, it's a pun, right? We're trying to put you on the right path to your real estate investing goals. Here's what I recognize is we did this past weekend retreat. Had these 2 guys, they were friends, been friends for a long time, live in the same neighborhood. You know, one of the things that was really sad for me is they've got a good life. And that's not what's sad. It's they have the opportunity to go for a great life. But you know what's difficult is that in order to have a great life, you have to be willing to do some things to get out of your comfort zone. You know, wherever you are in your life right now, you're there based on the information that you have. If you want to have more, you've got to grow. You've got to grow your knowledge. You've got to grow your experience level. You've got to grow your network, right? They say that your net worth is related to the size of your network. You've got to grow your network if you want to grow your net worth. You know, Jason and I and Colby, we've recently joined a private airline. It's a membership-based thing. It's, you know, maybe you've seen some pictures. We're not trying to, you know, do the, hey, you know, we're flying, you know, our own private jet. Or we're not trying to, you know, act like that or anything like that. What it really comes down to is we can get from point A to point B faster, and it actually becomes more economical. Like I can go to Dallas 3 times next week and come back, and it doesn't cost me any more than, you know, than not going at all because it's a flat fee. And so it really becomes an economic, you know, value proposition where I can be at the airport 15 minutes before the flight leaves. The flight leaves at 9. I can get there at 8:45. I don't have to go through security or anything like that. When I arrive on the other end, I go straight off the plane, grab my bag. I mean, there's no baggage check or anything like that. They hand you your bag right as you step off and then go straight into a rental car. So when we have students in Dallas, if they say, hey, Tom, I've got a sales appointment at 11 o'clock in the morning on a Thursday. I'm like, hey, I can be there. You know, I catch the 9 o'clock flight. I'm there at 10. I can make the 11 o'clock appointment. I can be back the same. And it doesn't cost me anything more than the flat rate. But the biggest thing is that you meet tons of other successful people. We've met some really, really great folks through that airline because who else, you know, flies private? It's other successful people. So if you want to network with successful people, you know, there's some real estate groups in town. I'm not going to name names, although it'd be really easy to do it. I mean, there's some real estate groups in town that you go there and, man, it's led by a bunch of people not doing deals, followed by a bunch of people not doing deals. That they're people that have never had any success in their life for the most part, and they're looking for, you know, they're grasping at something to be their ticket out of poverty. You know, what I can tell you is the people that we've seen become successful in real estate are people that have had a history of success in other areas of their life. It doesn't have to be necessarily business, but it's been in either fitness or it's been in nutrition. It's been something where they've had, you know, where they've been able to say, hey, this is the goal that I'm trying to set, and, you know, this is where I'm starting. And so in order to get to where I'm trying to get to, I've got to put a plan in place to go from point A to point B, you know, whether that's going to getting a college degree, whether that's, you know, deciding that they want, I mean, whatever it is, there's a lot. I mean, I can go through a long litany of those kind of things, but the people that we see that get success are people that can follow simple instructions, people that can put a plan of action together. You know, sometimes it takes some help, you know, like, hey, you know, I don't really necessarily know where I'm going. And then it's kind of like we talk about going on vacation. You know, some people say, I don't know where I want to go on vacation. You can give me some ideas. And I can tell you some great places I've been on vacation, but that's just my opinion, right? But once you decide where you want to go on vacation, that's the hardest part. Deciding. Like, let's say you decide, not right now, probably wouldn't be a good idea to go to Miami, but let's say you want to decide you want to go to Colorado, you want to go to Denver for vacation. Once you make that decision, I want to go out to Denver on vacation, everything else gets really, really easy. All the planning, creating the track to get you there, the path to get you there, gets really, really simple once you decide. You can decide, hey, do I want to drive there? Do I want to fly there? How quickly? Do I want the journey to be part of the vacation? Or do I just want to hurry up and get there as quickly as I can? Because here's the reality is, if you knew you were going to Denver, you wouldn't start out going 59 south or 45 south from Houston. From downtown Houston, getting to Denver, you probably wouldn't go 45 south unless you were heading to Hobby Airport and getting on a big old plane and then going to Denver. That'd be one way to get there pretty fast. But if you were going to drive there, you'd probably want to start going, you know, out I-10 and go to head up 35 and then go or go 45 and then start cutting over 20 and going up that way. So, but the deciding is what sets the path of where you're trying to get to. And you could take an indirect route if you wanted to, but you know, it's like how indirect you want to get to. These guys that we were talking to on Monday, you know, what they really want to get to is they want to get to about $1 million combined of income a year total. That's about $50,000 a month each. And so what we started talking about is really in order to get there, we can get you really close. 200 rental properties gets you there. And so rather than putting together this business to start with 12 flip houses this year and then, growing that into 100 flip houses a year, it's like, hey, we can get you straight there just by helping you get to 200 rental houses in the next 3 years. You can get to your goal in 3 years. So here's what I can challenge people that are listening today is, do you realize how close you are about living the dream life that you want to live? And converting that dream into a goal, and then that goal into a plan, and then that plan into, daily method of operation that you can execute on a daily basis. Do you realize how close you are? And most people, what they're doing is they focus on their most immediate need without really deciding, hey, this is where we're trying to get to. Jason and I, we were talking yesterday on the phone as he was waiting at the airport. It's fascinating to me how people are talking about this traffic and how bad it is. Yeah, it's bad. And one of the things that I try and focus on is things I have control over. And I have no control over how bad the traffic is. So I don't give it too much attention other than the fact that it changes my plan. And so in order to make it to the radio show in the studio in our office, I know that I want to be here no later than 8:45 in the morning. So I figured, hey, I'm going to build in a 30-minute margin of error, be here by 8:15, so maybe I should leave at 7:15. And guess what? I left at 7:15, and if we hadn't stopped for gas and to get my daughter something to eat for breakfast, then we could have been here by 8 o'clock. But that just means that I put a plan in place. My goal was to be here by 8:45 at the latest. So build in a margin of error, 8:15, work in figuring the traffic, at that time and all that. It's going to take about an hour. So leave at 7:15. As long as you leave by 7:15, guess what? Your goal's here. And is it bad to show up early? Absolutely not. Start with the end goal in mind. My end goal was to get here at 8:45. So Jason and I, we were talking yesterday. He actually left for a 2 p.m. flight. He actually, and he lives down in Sugar Land, he left at 9:30 in the morning because he didn't know how bad the traffic was going to be, and he realized that, hey, there was no way possible he was going to miss that flight because it's too important, all the things that he's doing out in California. And he actually took the Beltway around, but normally from Sugar Land, you take the West Belt going, north. But instead what he did is he took the Beltway at 59 going counterclockwise, going the whole long way around, as we'd call it. But he realized that there was a path that he could get there and the traffic wouldn't be as bad and all that. Yeah, it took longer, but it guaranteed his arrival, and he'd meet his goal. And so Jason and I were talking while he was driving and all that we need to sit down and reestablish, hey, we've met a lot of the goals that we set for the first 4 years of our business. Now it's time to look at the 3 businesses that we've got going right now and decide, hey, are we really doing the tasks that we want to be doing, and are we really executing the way we want to be executing? Do we have the right people on the team? Do we have... So, it's that time of the year, where you're in the third quarter of 2017 looking towards, this is the time to be planning for 2018 right now. And so we're going to actually sit down Tuesday. We're going to take Tuesday afternoon off. We're going to spend about 4 hours and just, work on our business, without working in the business that afternoon. And so you need to look at your own life right now and say, hey, am I where I want to be? And if not, where do I want to be? And what does that look like? Of the guys that came in on Monday, we had one of the guys had gone to the weekend retreat. His business partner wasn't able to, he had a scheduling conflict. So he hasn't been through that. He hasn't had that foundation of the weekend retreat. And so it's just in the getting to know each other and things like that. We're just sitting down and like, hey, let's get to know you. What have you done up to now? And he's owned a couple of different businesses, restaurants, some retail businesses. He's had some failures. He's had some successes. And hey, one of the things I can tell you is failure's not all bad. You're always either earning or you're learning, as we say. And I love Jason. Jason says that a lot. You're either earning or you're learning. And there's nothing wrong with learning. And you can learn it either through a failure or you can learn it through other people's experiences, right? And what I'll tell you is that I was talking with my mom about this yesterday. Once you discover that failing is not the end of the world, that there's life on the other side of failure, and that you can recover from that, then it's amazing what you're willing to attempt. In fact, I'm gonna change during the break. In fact, I'll change it right now. I love this. We've got this green screen, and what would you attempt to do if you knew you could not fail? In fact, you could even take it another step. What would you attempt to do if you knew that even if you did fail, not the end of the world, not that big of a deal? Most people get so bound up with their fear of failure that they're never willing to take a chance. You're listening to Right Path Real Estate Radio. Our phone number is 713-785-1817, 713-785-1817. We'll continue this conversation on the other side of the break.
Mike's off.
Thank you, thank you.
Did you know that there are over $24 trillion in retirement accounts in the U.S.? Imagine if you could use someone's IRA to fund all of your deals. Well, you can. Quest IRA is based locally here in Houston, Texas. At Quest IRA, we offer retirement accounts that can be used to invest in real estate, promissory notes, private entities, and much more. Many of our clients loan money from their IRAs to fund real estate deals all over the country. We don't sell any investments or give advice. However, we do hold free networking events, weekly educational classes, and free consultations with an IRA specialist. For more information, visit our website at questira.com or call us at 1-855-FUN-IRAs. To tap into the $24 trillion in retirement accounts in the U.S., call Quest IRA at 1-855-FUN-IRAs or go to our website, questira.com.
Do you have cracks in your brick, doors that stick, or sheetrock that's coming apart? Then you may have foundation movement. Due to our expansive soils in the Houston area, it's probably not a question of if you have movement, but when. Call Foundation Check for a truly independent, unbiased foundation evaluation. Foundation Check has been in business since 2009 and has completed over 1,400 evaluations. We're not in the business of repairing foundations or selling you unnecessary peer work, but we are in the business of evaluating your foundation. Our product is designed for house flippers, landlords, or even owner-occupied properties. Each of our files is reviewed by a licensed engineer. Remember to check before every repair. Call 346-702-3825. That's 346-702-3825. Or you can reach us online at foundationcheck.com. That's foundationcheck.com.
Time is money in a real estate deal. If your insurance company is slow or non-responsive, you could lose a deal like that. You need a quick turnaround on quotes, binders, and the agency for that is Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas. The team at Benchmark understands the investor mindset. They know what you need and when you need it. It's there for you. Call Houston's leading real estate risk management experts, Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas, 281-569-4353. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com.
You found or inherited a great investment property. Problem is, you don't know how much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to maximize your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly why we started Next Gen Appraisals. Next Gen is a group of appraisers specializing in investment real estate. We understand that investors aren't just looking for a number of what their property is worth, but a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give Next Gen a call at 713-346-9911 or check us out online at nextgenappraisals.com.
Have you ever experienced the pain of trying to get MLS comps for your hot lead? If you've lost deals waiting for MLS comps, you can understand the frustration. How much would it help you if you no longer had to wait for a real estate agent to get you the info you need to close a deal? Propelio is a brokerage website that gives you instant 24/7 access to high-equity lead lists and comps with access to a network of the top real estate agents. Get an edge on everyone else.
Morning, Whitney.
Get a free 7-day trial today by going to getmlscomps.com now. That's getmlscomps.com.
Are small returns getting in the way of your retirement plans? Why settle for mediocre results? There's a better place to invest. The experts agree. Single-family real estate is one of the best investments you can make. Find out how JB Fund Services offers a 9% preferred return and up to a 13% waterfall. Call us today at 281-915-0906 or visit our website.
You said 16. I didn't know if you said 16 or 60.
281-915-0906.
All right, got it.
This investment is offered to accredited investors.
3.
This is business.
5, 4, 3,
Tom at
2,
713-785-1817.
1. Live mics.
1817. And look for us on Facebook Live at facebook.com.
You can go live.
Real Estate.
Okay, here we go.
All right, welcome back. Right Path Real Estate Radio, 713-785-1817. We've got the best producer in the world. Her name's Nikki. Y'all need to give a shout out to Nikki. Say, what's up, Nikki? So anyhow, our call-in number is 713-785-1817. You know, I tell you what, one of the things that drives me is making a difference in other people's lives. And I love it, the fact that we've got students that we've been able to help that are already earning 7 figures, and they've been with us for less than a year. They're on track to they're having 6-figure months, and that just gets me jazzed up, you know. And I feel like that, you know, come on in, the water's fine. And I know that a lot of people can't dream that big, and that's okay. You know, we can dream with people. And the other thing is that a lot of times people have this dream, and they have no idea how to get from point A to point B. And so, you know, Jason and I are experienced enough to sit down with people and say, hey, what are you about? Where are you trying to get to? What do you want your life to, really what it comes down to is, what do you want your life to look like a year from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now? And I went through that kind of quickly, but, you know, just think about, what do you want your life to look like a year from now? And there's you know, 2 lists that you can make. One is the things that you want to add to your life, and then there's the things that you want to get rid of out of your life. You know, sometimes people say, well, I want to quit smoking or something like that. You know, I know it's not just wanting to that is enough. It's when it gets to be a need. You know, if you've ever known somebody that's quit smoking, it's like, you know, when they say, well, I want to quit smoking. Yeah, sure you do. It's not going to get you there. Wanting to do something is not enough. It's when you have this burning desire inside in order to get it done, that's when things happen. You know, the only people that I've ever seen to be successful with quitting smoking are people say, I'm done. I am done smoking. I'm not going to pick up another one. I'm done. It's like they draw a line in the sand. They say, you know what? It's this or nothing. It's like it's this point in their life where it's a decision point, really. It's nothing more than deciding. That's the biggest battle in life for most people, is deciding. And once you make that decision to do something, then it's just a matter of putting the plan in place. But it takes the decision to get the process started, to get the whole ball rolling. You know, it's amazing to me. One of the things that we talk about a lot is that if you study successful people, they typically make decisions quickly because they've practiced, right? The more you do something, the better you get. The better you get, the more you do it, because the more you do it, the more you like it. The more you like it, the better you are. The better you are, the more you like it. The more you like it, the more you do it. The more you do it, the better you are. You see the cycle, right? I remember as a kid, I was pretty good at doing flashcards. And so because I was good at it, then I liked it. And because I liked it, I did it more. Because I did it more, I got better at it. And the better I got, the more I liked it. And the more I liked it, the more I did it. You see the cycle? And so decisions are like that. Hey, start making some decisions about your life. And stick to those decisions. And what you'll find is the more decisions you make, the better you get at making decisions. And what you look at is unsuccessful people, they always put off making decisions. They just can't decide. They just don't have that. It's like a muscle, you know. If you don't use a muscle, it's gonna atrophy. But if you use a muscle, it's gonna get stronger. You know, it's gonna hurt at first. I mean, you know, if you ever, for any of y'all that, you know, New Year's resolutions, everybody gets back in the gym, right? Gym memberships, boom. You know, I bet I could get Andre on the phone and talk about the statistics of what happens at, you know, one of the big national gyms. How many people join in January or February or December versus other times of the year? Probably, my guess is like January and like April are the two of the busiest months because, you know, you got to get that summertime body in shape, right? But if you've ever, you know, gone back into the gym after not working out for a while, man, you'll anything that you lift, you're going to be sore for the next, man, the next day's bad. The second and the third day, they're the worst. But then what happens? You stick to it, and your muscle grows a little bit, and so you get rewarded for doing that, and then you lift a little bit more, and you get stronger, and your recovery time gets better, and making a decision is just like working on a muscle. The more you do it, the better you get. The better you get, the more you like it. The more you like it, the better you do it, and so on and so forth. So if you want to be successful in life, you got to start studying what successful people do, because success leaves clues. So if you want to start hanging out with other successful people, if you want to start hanging out with successful people, what you need to do is start coming to our free events. Our free event is it's free, of course, but you do have to register. The only thing it does is it costs you some time to register, and then because it fills up quickly. In fact, I believe that right now we have over 100 people that are going to be at the event, and we only have capacity for about maybe 110. So we only have a couple of slots left. So if you haven't registered already, you need to go to rightpathrealestate.com and register for the free event, because we're going to have an all-star lineup. I mentioned it before. By the way, you're listening to Right Path Real Estate Radio. Our call-in number is 713-785-1817. If you want to talk about buy and hold, buy, fix, and flip, wholesaling, any of those, we do it all. We do all of those things. We use all the different strategies. If you want to talk about subject to, if you want to talk about owner finance, if you want to talk about alternative offers, if all of those things, that we do those on a daily basis. In fact, we're really probably the only real estate education group, for sure in Houston, probably in the state, that actually does real estate separate from their students. Not now we offer that we'll partner on a deal, although no students taking us up on it yet. That we'll partner with a student. We've not turned one down, and it's just that our students, once we teach them how to do it, they don't really need us. We teach them how to do it like we did it. But what you'll find is some of these other real estate education groups, they're like, oh man, we've bought 1,000 houses in the last 14 years or whatever it is, and you come back to them a year later, oh, we've bought 1,000 houses in the last 14 years. Well, if you're doing real estate, why didn't that number change in the last year? I mean, how many did you do last month? And what they do is they count their student numbers, so they get 1,000 students over the next 6 months, and then those 1,000 students do 10 deals between them, or among them, I should say. So 1,000 students do 10 deals, which means 990 didn't do anything, and 10 students did one deal each. And so then they count those 10 deals as their deals. Now we don't count our student deals. There's some I think we've got posted somewhere on our website questions that you should ask your real estate educator before you ever get started in real estate education. And it's amazing because once I've gotten, kind of behind the scenes a little bit on the real estate education side and seen, number one, what people are teaching, which is, oh my gosh, it's just crazy. And then number two, to see that these guys aren't actually doing real estate. I mean, there's people in town that teach you how to do buy and hold real estate that, haven't bought a single family buy and hold in, 20 years. And I think, man, how can you teach something you're not doing? Because I guarantee you, what we're going to be doing this week as it relates to buying real estate in Houston, Texas, is going to be different than we did a month ago, because Harvey's changed some things in terms of how you're going to operate, in terms of how you're going to evaluate the properties and things like that. So if you want to know about how we're making changes, come to our event Thursday night. Go to rightpathrealestate.com, register for the event. And you're gonna see we're gonna talk about the things that we're doing different as a result of Harvey. So can you imagine that if some guy bought his last single family buy and hold property 20-something years ago, and he's teaching the exact same thing, this weekend that he's taught for 20 years, and like, wait a minute, how's that gonna work? Well, the answer is it's not, but he didn't care because he really doesn't. All he's concerned about is whether or not he sells his real estate education package. He didn't really care whether or not you get success. One of the things that frustrated Jason and I is there's a 95% failure rate. I think it's actually closer to 98% failure rate among people that buy real estate education and ever do a deal that makes them money. I mean, if you look on Bigger Pockets, you look at on any of these blogs and things like that, it's crazy, the failure rate. what's also crazy to me is all the people that spend all day long making posts. The people that are most successful on, in the eyes of Bigger Pockets are the bloggers on Bigger Pockets, right? But, I've actually spent a total of maybe 7 or 8 minutes, I think, on Bigger Pockets. I'm not a member or anything like that. Not saying that you shouldn't be, but there's so much information on that blog. How do you actually filter what's real and what's not? Because, I know there's a guy on there that's from, I forget, Virginia, North Carolina, something like that. He's got like 27,000 blog posts. And, according to, Bigger Pockets ranking system, he's an expert. He's a guru, if you will, because, he's passing out a lot of information. But if he's got 27,000 blog posts, how's he have time to do real estate? And that's one of the biggest problems that I see with so many of the real estate education folks out there is that they're spending so much time doing real estate education. They've if they ever did real estate to begin with, they don't know how to run multiple businesses because, one of the biggest issues people have in growing a business and scaling a business is letting go. It's micromanaging, thinking that, I'm the best guy at doing this. And so because I'm the best, they don't want to hire somebody better than them. And they don't actually hire somebody that can do that thing. They do it themselves. So anyhow, and until you start letting go, you can't grow. And can you imagine if a guy like, Sir Richard Branson tried to do everything himself instead of hiring quality people that, to do those things? So you're listening to Right Path Real Estate Radio, 713-785-1817, 713-785-1817.
Mike's off.
Time is money in a real estate deal. If your insurance company is slow or non-responsive, you could lose a deal like that. You need a quick turnaround on quotes or binders? The agency for that is Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas. The team at Benchmark understands the investor mindset. They know what you need and when you need it. We're here for you. Are you a rehabber, wholesaler, buy and hold, or flipper? Bundling your properties on a single policy will help save time and money. Benchmark has been in business for over 10 years, and we insure over 30,000 properties. Contact Benchmark about our exclusive investor package. Call us and let us show you what we can do for you at 281-569-4353. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com. That's benchmarkbroker.com. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com.
Have you ever experienced the pain of trying to get MLS comps for your hot lead? If you've lost deals waiting for MLS comps, you can understand the frustration. How much would it help you if you no longer had to wait for a real estate agent to get you the info you need to close a deal? Propelio is a brokerage website that gives you instant 24/7 access to high-equity lead lists and comps with access to a network of the top real estate agents. Get an edge on everyone else. Get a free 7-day trial today by going to getmlscomps.com now.
Hi, this is Tom.
Getmlscomps.com.
Hello? Are small returns getting in the way of your retirement plans? Why settle for mediocre results? There's a better place to invest.
Yes,
the experts agree. Single-family real estate is one of the best investments you can make. Find out how JB Fund Services offers a 9% preferred return and up to a 13% waterfall. Call us today at 281-915-0906 or visit our website, jbfundservices.com. That's 281-915-0906. This investment is offered to accredited investors.
All right, perfect. Bye-bye.
You found or inherited a great investment property. Problem is, you don't know how much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to maximize your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly why we started Next Gen Appraisals. Next Gen is a group of appraisers specializing in investment real estate. We understand that investors aren't just looking for a number of what their property is worth, but a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give Next Gen a call at 713-346-9911 or check us out online at nextgenappraisals.com.
Selecting a foundation company and their product for repair is a lot like a game of chance. You simply don't know what you're going to get. The foundation repair industry as a whole doesn't carry a license, nor is it regulated. However, Foundation Check utilizes professional engineers to review all of our files to give you the best foundation analysis in today's market. Remember to check before every repair. Call 346-702-3825, or you can reach us online at foundationcheck.com.
Are you expecting to close accurately, on time, and with lots of communication on your home purchase? You've come to the right place. I'm Jennifer Hernandez, Senior Loan Officer with Legacy Mutual Mortgage. Our goal is to give our borrowers and referral partners an amazing experience during the loan process. My team believes in putting people and culture before results. Our company concentrates on building those teams who operate with structure, process, and recognition for going the extra mile for you. This way, we have the energy to make this your best home purchase ever. Give us a call today to find out the simple steps to get started. I'm Jennifer Hernandez, the Hernandez team at Legacy Mutual Mortgage. Jennifer.legacymutual.com or call 713-579-3611. Again, Jennifer.legacymutual.com. We can't wait to consult with you soon. NMLS 514497.
Equal Housing Opportunity Lender. NMLS 514497.
This is Business 1110.
Call Tom at 713-785-1817 and look for us on
Hot
Facebook
mics.
Live,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
Hey, welcome back. Right Path Real Estate Radio. Actually, I have my phone on vibrate, but I got a phone call during the break saying, are we still having our free event tomorrow night? And the answer is yes, yes, yes. We are having our free event. And then she says, well, is y'all's office even accessible on I-10? Like, absolutely. In fact, I-10 going east to west, I mean, until going east, I think until, man, there's something on the east side of town, like Normandy right in there. I don't know exactly where it is, but apparently there's like a lane or two that are shut down. And then going westbound, you know, there's at North Eldridge Parkway, just on the north and south side, more on the north side that you can see it. I mean, there's that whole neighborhood is flooded, and it looks like a lake over there. And there's a lot of rubbernecking that's going on and things like that. But they've put those water bladders, along the road, along I-10, the freeway, not the feeder road you can't pass, but on the freeway. And there's a lot of rubbernecking and stuff like that. So don't get me wrong, it takes a long time to get here. So you're gonna have to leave early. In fact, you might have to leave at 4 to get here for our event at 6 o'clock. But it'd be worth it. And I can tell you, traffic's going to be crazy, 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 because the hardest thing is crossing Buffalo Bayou. And because really the only ways to get across right now are, as I understand it, Loop 610, goes across, and then also 99 goes across. There's one area that the Brazos River, if you go down the Grand Parkway 99 all the way down to the Judge Judy Stavanova Bridge, which is over by New Territory. You can't cross that. Can't go north or south there. But you can go 59 to University, cut through New Territory on University, and on, like, I think it's either New Territory Boulevard or Homeward Way, one of those. And that will take you all the way to the Grand Parkway. And then you go north. You're free all the way to I-10. And the same thing for 610. And I was told yesterday, but I tried it last night. Man, I spent 45 minutes in traffic just south of Memorial City Mall, trying to get over to Bunker Hill to take through Memorial and cut over that way, and it was atrocious. But our event is going to take place tomorrow at 11451 Katy Freeway. We will start at 6 p.m. We're going to have some fantastic experts here. Daryl Dyke with Noble Mortgage will be here. Michelle Imler with Next Gen Appraisals will be here talking about, what about a neighborhood that's never flooded before, that flooded for the very first time? What about a neighborhood that is like the third time that it's flooded? I mean, what's the difference between a neighborhood like a Memorial that, you've got a house in a 500-year floodplain that flooded for the very first time, never flooded, versus a Bear Creek where it's flooded, multiple times? What's the difference in terms of this flood, on those different properties? And so she's going to be talking about that. And then Jennifer Hernandez is going to be talking about, she's with Legacy Mutual Mortgage. She'll be talking about, from a mortgage lender standpoint, the retail buyer side. And Daryl will be talking about from the investor side, when, how does it affect valuations and the risk and all that. And then Fast Track will be talking about, the things that you need to do to remodel the house correctly after it's been flooded. And then Benchmark Insurance, it'll either be Javar or Hatham. and we'll be coming in and talking about, what's this going to change? How do you do an insurance claim? What about FEMA versus the National Flood Insurance Program? So go to rightpathrealestate.com and register for the event. Let's see, going through on Memorial Drive is blocked and water to the south in the neighborhoods. Yeah, so that is true. So appreciate that. That was just shared on the Book of Faces. 15. So you've been listening to Right Path Real Estate Radio. Go to rightpathrealestate.com, register for the event, and then also our weekend retreat is filling up. So go there, sign up. You don't want to miss it. It'll be the best event ever. Thanks for listening, guys. See you tomorrow.
All right. Have a good day.
Thanks.
Have a good day.
You too. Bye.